We are playing against Jacob Hauken. Fairly standard build, and some tech choices against Kinnin with enchantments. Interesting. Opponent goes first. If we had an untapped blue source, just like turn 1 Disruptor, turn 2 Prosperous Thief would be pretty great. On the draw, on the play I would probably keep this. On the draw it's a bit more risky, I believe. This is so close. Because, so we play the turn 1 Sparrow's Headquarters, and then turn 2 Fateful Absence their commander if they decide to play it. If they don't, we have the possibility of passing the turn with Make Disappear or playing the Network Disruptor, hoping to ninjutsu the Prosperous Thief in on turn 3, and then if we draw land by that, we have 2 additional mana up. I just don't feel like this is powerful enough. Yeah, and we get immediately rewarded. Beautiful. Okay. It's once upon a time. We're likely looking for a land here. Ooh, Jukai Liberator is really devastating as well, though. I kind of like that card a lot here. Mistcloak Herald. And then we're able to attack in on turn 2. Mystical Dispute. Oh, that was a reason to not play... to play the Hope of Giropod turn 1 over. Wow, okay, that is very interesting. Yeah, we got punished so hard. Wow. Yeah, no, that... The thing is, if they have a Ledger Shredder that's also in their deck, then the Hope of Giropod line gets punished. So I guess it's a 50-50, right? Yeah, not much we could have done here. Let's ninjutsu in the Hope of Giropod. Okay. I'm not sure what exactly they're trying to do here. I believe we have to go for land if the Jukai Liberator connects after all. Okay. We could Moon Circuit Hacker. But I believe... So they could have Tails End countering this trigger, right? And then we would rather have a Moon Circuit Hacker that gets countered, because then we replay the Hope maybe, but then it's still pretty mana efficient. If they have a... They have like Stifle effects, they have Transformation effects. If they have a Transformation effect here, then we just pick up the Liberator with the Moon Circuit Hacker, and if we play Moon Circuit Hacker... this is complicated. They don't have like 1 mana return to hand effects. And let's just go for the high upside play. Yep. The top end can be pretty scary. Okay, let's go for land here. Oh wow, that is bad for us. Grand Portal. You are a bit too late. Just a bit too late. Oh god. Baron, Shift of Compliance, that's totally whatever. I'm really more scared of that top end, really. So I guess we have to keep up Memory Lapse here. Thing is, they could have Hullbreaker, Horror, and Jinga Texas, and All-Seeing Arbiter at their top end, and everything else, well, maybe a Defiler of Dreams, but really everything else is really a non-creature, so I'm not sure if it's worth it to crack the hope here. I believe we'll just swing in, because we really need to hold up that memory lapse. Okay. Swing in. On land. And we are going to play Shaper Sanctuary and pass up with a memory lapse up. And this way, like, I really want to... The reason why we didn't ninjutsu Moonsook attack here is because we really wanted to keep up memory lapse, right? And if we ninjutsu with the Moonsook attacker, we needed to go for land on Jukai Liberator, hope to get an untapped land, and then play the hope again to have another Ace threat. Okay. They didn't pay for the... They didn't play land. So I'm really inclined to just play a memory lapse on this right here, right now. If they just pass after this hits, I really wished I would have memory lapsed this. But let's see. I think they're gonna play something else as well. Yep. Let's draw. And let's play memory lapse. Because I believe they probably don't have too much else going on right now. I really want to get removal for the Jacob. So what happens here is they have the option of drawing with the Mindstone and playing the Witness Protection again. But that's just, you know, allows us to cycle the memory lapse effectively and make them lose 1 mana. And by drawing a ton of cards, we have more options of getting the Jacob Hauken, like, out of play. Yeah, just like reducing the mana is so good here, right? So I believe it's time that we put on the pressure with the Mist Syndicate Naga, right? So we have 2 additional mana to work with. If they have an instant or sorcery they want to cast with Jacob, they have to top deck a land, and then we can counter it with a Mausoleum Wanderer. So I'm kind of inclined to play that as well, right? And then what else are we going to play? We can't ninjutsu in the Moonsook attacker really, because we want to get in with the Mist Syndicate Naga. Yeah, so it's probably just Esper Sentinel, Mausoleum Wanderer, ninjutsu with Mist Syndicate, call it a turn. Yeah. Let's do exactly that. If they stifle this, maybe playing the Mausoleum Wanderer. Yeah, I was going to say, I think it was probably correct to play the Mausoleum Wanderer here. Oh no, because of Brawl, couldn't stifle it with the Mausoleum Wanderer. Okay, take it back. Play this on green. But maybe it was just correct to play both of these pre-combat, right? But I think Mausoleum Wanderer plus Hope of Girapur is a bit more annoying for them, because then we can, in future turns, we can crack Hope, ninjutsu back the Mausoleum Wanderer, right? Okay. They have to discard that. They have to top deck a land here, and if they can't, that is really good for us. Oh, god damn it. Come on. Oh wow. Oh wow. They let us do the thing here. What could they have that they can play at instant speed? It's just during each of your turns, right? So, like, they should have just immediately activated this. I don't get that. So, if we... Yeah, we can still wash away, because they cast the spells from exile, which is really, really good for us. Okay. So we return Wanderer, I assume. And the Syndicate Naga, putting down the pressure. Really, really good for us. Yep. Mausoleum Wanderer. The question is if we now crack the Hope. I believe we do, because we're really scared of the creatures. And, like, by cracking the Hope right now, we can... Yeah, by cracking the Hope, they are really, really in a tough spot. So they have to either play creature from under the Hauken's Insight, which we can counter with a wash away, or they don't have a play at all. Right, and the creature really counters our board here with the Mist Syndicate Nagas, right? Oh, wow. Oh, this is so brutal for them, right? We swing in with everything very likely, because they are really incentivized to block a Mist Syndicate Naga here. We definitely want to keep up the wash away. Difficult. And let's just swing in first. Yep. Taking out a Mist Syndicate Naga, I assume. Could have played the Toski, but they have a decent amount of soft permission that makes us pay additional mana, so I kind of want to keep up additional mana for the wash away here. We can, however, Moon Circuit Hacker this, and then we can get a land with the Juka Liberator, but I don't think that is necessary. Yep. Because this is already a lethal board. Oh yeah, and Swords is just beautiful. And let's play Esper Sentinel. And then we have 3 mana, so basically we can counter something for 1 mana, then we have 2 mana up if they have a Quench or a similar card like that. Very interesting. Alrund's Epiphany. Do you pay, opponent? But I don't believe that is a card that we need to counter right now. Yeah. Because we can just Swords one of the birds, right? Maybe it was just safer to wash away there. Let's see. The Mausoleum Wanderer is kind of useless right now. Well. Now they have all the mana in the world. And Otawara would really blow them out here. Something that just returns or resets like the Jacob Hauken, basically. Also, they don't have the mana from Mox Ember, notably, because this is only legendary creatures and planeswalkers, and this is neither. Ugin the Ineffable, sure. Sure. So I assume this kills a Mist Syndicate Naga, but then they block. We Swords the bird, one of the birds. They block the other Naga, right? They don't have much in terms of board vibes, really. So just having a big board is probably too much for them. So here they can't really play around, like they can't quench this. This is why we kept up the additional mana, and now we can Swords, and they can't quench the Swords, right? And that's kind of fine. But that allows us still to just play like Toski. Maybe we were supposed to just counter the Aurans a bit. I didn't realize it was foretold. Oh no! It's not that. It's we're playing. Basically, you're forced into playing the original versions, right? Okay. So let's just drop a Toski on them. Can't really counter that. Swing in. We draw 3, 4, and discard 1. Really. So that is pretty great. Yep. And sadly didn't have lethal in that spot here. It's kind of annoying. Because they were basically on 1 here, right? Because they were on, yeah, they were on 2 because we needed to. So we assume we just play land and then commit to the board with the Grazilax. And the Grazilax is great for like ninjutsu things back and forth. Yeah, and the reason why we didn't play at the Liberator here is so we can use it for ninjutsu. And Grazilax has more power than Rigo. That is the reason why we played Grazilax over over Rigo.
Many mysteries to uncover.
I very much assume that they're dead here. So they block the Grazilax, they still take way too much damage. Yeah, way too much damage. We can also put a combat research on Toski to give it 1 additional power, which is pretty cool. So let's do exactly that. I can counter that with a Swan Song, but kind of fine. Okay. Yep. Happens. Want to pay opponent. Well, oh no, you don't need to because Narset exists. So this is currently lethal as is, so there is no reason. Yeah, and that is the game. There's no reason to ninjutsu in. GG. We are playing game 2 versus Jacob Hauken. And oh yeah, Kapatak Wrecker is a great card for this kind of matchup. Oh wow, absolutely beautiful. Kami. Really like that. They could Swan Song this. Pretty funny. Don't think they should though. Oh, and a Boseiju. Yeah, we have a ton of cards against this Jacob Hauken right now. We would like to draw a different source than what we have right now, but that's fine. Swing in, play a Kapatak Wrecker without ninjutsuing, because sometimes just playing a card out is pretty good, and we just currently wanna, you know, swing in, deal a bit of damage. We really want a second blue, maybe a white source. As it currently stands right now, we're kind of in trouble. Fine. Yeah. The Swords to Plowshares is great though, but we can't Swords plus negate, which is also kind of a problem. Midnight Clock, we definitely want to counter that. Just, oh yeah. Beautiful. Now we get to Rigo. Yep. Swing in. Yep. Okay. So the reason why I wanted them like to counter the Midnight Clock with a negate instead of destroying it with a Kapatak Wrecker is so I could play Rigo pre-combat, right? And because I very much expect them to have a 2-mana counterspell in this kind of situation, right? So I wanted to play Rigo pre instead of post-combat after destroying it, just so we could draw a card. Yep, let's Swords the Jacob. Yep, and we hold full control while attacking in case we draw a ninja. And we attack with these 2 beauties, so we can ninjutsu the Ornithopter. Yep, I think that's happening. Oh, clock is pretty slow. There is a really good reason and a really good argument to play out the Overcharge Amalgam literally right now without countering anything, because they can't really answer it, right? But I very much feel like we have them in a spot like where they are under pressure instead of us, right? So, yeah. Yeah, the land is kind of what I was afraid of, because we counter that. They can stifle that. Yep, they can tail sand it. But now we have a much faster card, right? Yeah. I don't believe they're going to block this Cap Attack Wrecker with their Nadio Kraken. Okay. Next turn, when they start creating 1/1s, though, can't really attack in anymore with this. Yeah. You're not an enchantment, you're not a... Yeah. Okay. We do have Miscast up, but it's kind of getting scary. They can play Rigo and... not Rigo. They can play Jacob, and... Gale, very interesting. So if they specialize, so what can they return? They can return a Brainstorm or Tails, and none of those I care about. If they specialize, whenever you cast an install sorcery, draw a card, then discard a card. No, I don't think I care about that too much. Yeah, we have a miscast for the counter magic. It's like, yeah, no big deal. What is this draft? Bunch of fish. Kind of like put this on here, and I do want to swing in because the way they kill it is with Tireless Angler and Tentacle, and if they do that, I kill the Tireless Angler and I'm totally fine with that. Draw. Yep, that's fine. Oh, they just block with Tentacle. Sure. Draw an additional card here. Oh, and that's a March. That's an extremely brutal card here in the end step that we can play. Oh, beautiful! Because that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that just represents lethal on board. So the plan here is in their end step we phase out their board and we hold up the miscast. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I believe we pitched a Disdainful Stroke. Just... No, if they've like packed, and... The question is if we pitch the Disdainful Stroke or not. So we have 2 additional mana up to hold things up, but I think we are fine just going for this line just with a miscast up. Yep, and now we have miscast up, and that is a GG. Drawing a card. On attack, and we have 3 counterspells up. Pretty good. Let's see. Maybe they wanna stifle... Yeah, no, they're dead. Good game.